What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Champs and Shade. How
What's
was your
going
Labor
on?
Day?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was actually take that. It was actually good. Yes, I slept a lot. I really didn't do much. We had a date night on Friday night.
Okay.
We went out to a sushi dinner and then went
Nice.
to a box car, like an adult arcade. But really, it was just like skee ball and the shooting
Oh.
basketball and like pinball, that kind of thing. So I said we had there that night. It was $3 fireball shot night. So
Ooh.
and it's downtown right by state, and school just started back. So I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
we got dinner from like 6 to 8. Then we got to have window downtown from like 8 to 10, and we got to be out.
Out of
Literally, when we left, we were in the parking lot. A fight broke out. They were kicking people out. I was like, "What, man? I want to watch." Like, what? And just like, get in the car, get in the car now. I'm like, "What? I want to see what's going on." I mean, people.
So good.
I think even a server was like chasing up the hill. It was.
Yes.
So yeah, I was all about it, but no, they wouldn't let me be about it. So
We went there one time. We went to the pit next door and ate.
yeah,
And I want to say it was like for Biv's birthday or Jack's birthday or
oh
something.
yeah. Did Jeff go to that one?
I think
He
so
went.
because we walked next door into Boxcar. We knew
Yeah,
right away we were not cool enough because it was after 10. We just like did a lap and left. I was like,
left.
not for
Not
me,
for you.
dog.
Yeah, I agree.
It was very cool though. During the day, I think it would be a great place. I think I would
Yeah,
really enjoy it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like an
hang
old
outside.
school beach arcade.
It is, and they're
With
all
like good
nice in there.
DJ.
And the good DJ, good bar, like yeah,
Okay,
everything.
yeah.
It was. I mean, it's a great atmosphere from our. We started at the end, was getting the crowd was rolling in. And I was like,
Right.
we out. So, and
Oof.
then the fight,
Ooh.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
right. That's
Other
not
than
too
that,
bad.
yeah, it wasn't. We didn't do much of. Then what'd you do?
I went to the beach, and as I predicted
That's
in
right.
last week's show, my husband was too beat down tired to do anything. So
Jeez.
which I am 100% okay with, we ordered takeout and ended up watching tennis, which, I mean, weird because, I don't get down with tennis. Like,
Right.
never have I ever.
Oh no, except on the Wii.
Yeah, we tennis. I
Right.
mean,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
duh, but everybody's good at Wii tennis. So, um, so we started watching it. Do you first of all, I did annoy the shit out of him just as a kind of a little dig to him because I was like,
I
dude, I know
get
you're
it.
not going to feel like going out. Like, listen
Hmm.
to me. I know you. You're in your 50s.
And didn't he want
And,
a pair? Didn't he want you to bring him a bathing suit, an
yeah,
extra
bathing
pair?
suit. Oh, yeah, we're going out. We're beaching. We're pooling. We're going day of. And I was
You were
like,
doing it. Hmm.
yeah, we did it all right. We did it right, sunk right into the damn couch.
I get
Ordered some
that.
takeout and we finished up a couple of shows we had saved since he was gone that week. And then we started watching tennis. So do you remember Andre Agassi back in the
Yes.
90s?
Hmm.
All right. Like mullet. He was
Oh
everybody's.
yeah.
He was a
Yep.
bad boy of tennis.
Yes.
So I did find the new bad boy of tennis. I did not realize there was one, but there is. Oh my God, this guy's such a dick. His name is Nick Kyrgios, and he's Australian.
Okay.
So when you go, I'm just going to tell you because probably a lot of people don't know, or maybe everybody knows and just
Yeah.
not us.
Right. Right. I don't.
Each match, like let's say my daughter was in tennis, I would be in
Hmm.
her box. So for
Hmm.
that match, we get to go sit in that box. This dude had in his box, I would imagine, like his parents, I know for sure his girlfriend, some of his friends, not a coach because he fired his coach and is doing this all US Open solo. He's like, I don't need a fucking coach.
Oh.
He cussed those people from the time he got on that court until the time he got out. They weren't cheering loud enough for him. He, like when he broke service, they didn't do something they were supposed to do. Like he bitched them out the entire time.
Mm-mm.
I've never in my life, like his mouth was, wow, it was a lot. So I immediately got just drawn to him. He was my villain. Luckily he plays well because he got to play a couple times. I got to watch him.
Mm.
And then we watched Serena Williams retire. She did her last match, which was pretty
Oh,
cool.
okay. That is
That was
cool. Yeah.
that was pretty cool to get to see. And then there's another dude from Maryland, and his name is Francis Tifo,
Uh-huh.
and I think he's still in. I don't know because after the weekend, I Turned it off.
Done with tennis after that.
Right. If it didn't happen by Monday, it was a wrap for me.
Yeah.
But I liked him. He was this guy. He was so like, he was my guy. He was my underdog, which he's probably not even a damn underdog, but like,
he's your underdog.
he's my underdog.
Right.
And just,
Rooting
so
him
yeah,
on.
it was kind of cool. Plus, I really loved annoying the shit out of Bobby.
Oh, I
It's
know.
so much scoring in that shit. Like you play a game and then you play a match, you play a set, you play
Mhm.
service back and forth.
And then you hear like 15 love. Like I'm
Uh-huh.
like, I get that. I said that because you said that to me, and I was repeating it to Jeff, and I was like 15 love, and they're like, damn, what are you on the Wii? I'm like, yes, I am. That's where I learned tennis. So
pretty good.
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah, it
Okay.
was. So every time I'll be like set. I was like match.
No.
Like, is it a game? He's like, it's a match set. I'm like,
Yeah, when they get that, yeah. I don't
just to annoy the shit out of him. I didn't stop talking. I commentated.
Ooh.
Everybody in the stand, all the tennis players. It was like,
I know that, Amy.
I know. It was a lot of fun. It
It's always fun for me, but I can only imagine how it was for him.
was a lot of fun for him too, I think.
No, I'm saying it doesn't annoy me, is what I'm saying. So
It
sorry
annoyed
about
the
it.
shit out of him.
I
Go ahead and know that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Oh my God.
what, this week watching shows, you said you caught up with something with Bobby, but I do have to talk about, I always have to get into my Love Island because you got me into this. The
Mhm.
reunion, how that went down. Like it was so good. So Jesse and Deb, Timmy and Zeta, and Isaiah and Sydney. Sydney and
Boring.
Isaiah won. I know. All of them coming out was like, yeah.
All of those three, boring.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there for them. I was there for Naja and
Jeff.
and Jeff,
No.
of course, but he
Jeff
wasn't there.
And
It's the whole reason I watched.
Why wasn't he there? Because
I don't know.
He forgot to RSVP. And that's why I think a couple of the others, you had to RSVP or you did not get a spot.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-mm. It's not
Oh
like
my God.
you know, Andy Cohen. No.
Okay,
you're there.
that's some bullshit. They couldn't make an
Agreed.
exception because he
Right.
didn't RSVP.
But I think because too, if you don't,
I take that shit personally.
I would too. But if you don't RSVP, I bet you it's in their contract. If you don't RSVP, you don't get paid for the reunion.
I roll.
I know.
Some bullshit.
I'm
Jeff
just
was
saying.
the fucking star of the show, in my opinion.
He
Great
was.
love. He was my
And-
star. Bringing
And
that.
now, if you watch him on Instagram, him and Naja,
Mm.
I mean, how adorable they're because somebody asked them or
I know.
asked her in her Q&A, are they together? And she said, we're friends right now and seeing where things go. We live far apart, and that's all she said. But
Aw,
it was cute. So
that is cute.
I guess they're just going to see how it goes. But
Yeah, I guess so. Serenity and Tyler admitted that they hooked up in New Orleans.
I know. I did like them
Juice.
together though.
I did too.
On the show. So I mean, I don't know what's going to come of that, but that's cute. I like that couple.
I dug them. I definitely dug them.
Yeah. What
Phoebe
about?
got a
That's what I'm about to say. Ooh.
lot of hate, dude.
I mean, I was reading the hate while she was on the show, and you read the shade. You read the shade after the show,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I didn't hear as much as you did when you told me death threats. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's that's what she said on Twitter and some things that I read that, which, listen, I get it. She went in and kind of, they said she was thirsty, but shit, it's a show. You're going for a reality show.
Right? You're supposed
to get to know people.
She didn't get to go in the first 5 girls like the
Yeah.
other ones. So she had to fight for somebody, and Isaiah was the one she wanted. So that's what
Yeah.
she went after. I'm not hating on her for that.
I'm
That-
not
it's a-
either.
It's a show. That's what they
Yeah.
went there for. And he said no, and she moved on. It's not like she like hung
She
on
wanted to
him.
try to form some other connections,
Yeah,
which
and
you
she
can't
was-
blame her for that.
And she was friends with Sydney. She even apologized to Sydney. She was like,
Yeah.
I wanted to see where it went.
I get
Like,
it.
I didn't know. So I don't know where it's coming from. I think that's bullshit. So
I'm not
Sydney-
mad at her.
I got much love for Sydney. I mean,
Yeah.
Phoebe. Phoebe, yes.
Same.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
I liked her.
Mm-hmm. So
she just had that cool vibe too, very like
She
natural, had that
Um,
raspy
I
voice.
love
that-
the raspy boy.
I
Yeah.
did too. I thought she was gorgeous.
And she
Fucking
added, and
gorgeous.
she told it how it was. Like
Yeah.
she didn't hold back, and I think that's a lot of reasons she's getting hate. But I mean, a lot of people are like that. So,
Listen, what gives you the right to sit at home and give me
right,
fucking hate online?
right. Don't
Say it on a
watch.
podcast. Don't
Yeah,
put it on Twitter.
yeah,
That's fucked up.
yeah, yeah. Don't watch
Right?
it if you don't like it. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Move on, bitch.
right.
That is
Get
the
out,
point.
get out the way, as you say.
Right? Courtney and Bryce said they hooked back up, even though she dumped him on the show, I
I
guess.
know, and I
Left
like
and got to thinking
Bryce.
about it. I did too.
Was he the
Kind of
bro-
Latin.
oh, he was the Latin one. I was thinking the brother and the sister. I was trying to
No,
think
that
of.
was Chaz
Oh yeah,
and
Shaz. That's right.
Bria, right? They
Bria.
drug. God knows she ain't done shit but wine. That's all she did. The whole reunion
No,
was
I
wine.
know.
I didn't
Yeah.
get a fair chance with Timmy. Bitch,
Yeah.
Zeta had Timmy on
Look,
lock. I'm sorry
he
about your luck.
did. He did. I mean, she did big time. So,
She did. I felt like she whined the whole time. And Chaz with two Z's just looked like a douchebag.
yeah.
He
He
did, right? He looked like a douche.
he's and I liked him on the show at times, and then I was like, I got that little feeling like there's something about him that's off. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it was the douchiness.
Yeah, I guess it's the douchiness. Well, I was going to talk shit because Mackenzie wasn't there,
Right.
Felipe, Nick, and Kyle, but I guess with that
Yeah, with that
RSVP.
RSVP law. I was going to say law, but I'm saying it has to be in writing somewhere.
Because
you know what I mean?
they made such a big deal about
Right.
Mackenzie coming back on the show. Why in the hell wouldn't she
Why-
be the star of the
exactly.
reunion?
Thank you. Exactly. And to tell it how it is and how she likes the couples, because I think she has a good read on it.
She has a great read on it.
Yeah.
She's already been there, done that.
Right. So anyway, it was a good, I hate they weren't there, but it was a kind of whatever reunion. It wasn't my favorite, but
Nah, it's something.
yeah,
was just
it
something.
was. Yeah.
So each week, guys, when we are working on our shows and we think about things throughout the week, we have a note system on our phones and we share the notes back and forth. So sometimes we discuss it, sometimes we don't. We'll just put stuff on and
Right.
right?
Just throughout the week, yeah. Some of our things get deleted by each other. I mean, we just don't know.
What the fuck?
Like,
delete.
no, yeah, no.
Well, I'm coming home the other day and called Angie and we're talking and I happened to mention, I said, I was going home. I said, I want to finish This Fool. It's a show on Hulu.
Yeah.
And Angie's like, oof, I tried. I couldn't do it. I'm
I
like,
did.
oh. I said, what?
I didn't mean for you to watch it. You said, I'm like, why didn't you preface with that? You should have
I said,
prefaced.
no, I didn't mean for you to watch it. I was going to tell a story about it.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I think I watched 3 episodes and they're only like 30 minutes long. And
Yeah.
I'll never get that hour and a half back of my life. It was so bad. I mean,
I loved it. I don't know
You
why you
did.
didn't love it.
I don't know who to recommend it to because I hated it that much. So maybe you can give the people.
Okay. All right. So the show is called This Fool on Hulu.
Mhm.
And it is. So I told, when I was telling my brother, because I watched it only because the name is This Fool.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. So let me tell you about the show first, and I'll tell you why. So the show is set in South Central LA, and it's like Hispanic humor. So it centers around this guy named Julio Lopez. He's a 30-year-old. He lives at home with his mom and his grandma.
Mm-hmm.
He works at a nonprofit called Hugs Not Thugs.
God, I can't even. The synopsis you're about to give, I'm trying not to roll my eyes. It's so hard.
Okay, Hugs Not Thugs is better
Okay.
than Toothless Not Homeless.
Yes,
Okay,
that is very true.
Isn't it
Yes.
better?
Much better. Okay. Hugs
So
and
they
hugs.
do. It's a gang rehabilitation nonprofit. They make cupcakes. They sell cupcakes, and it teaches these gang members getting out of prison how to better themselves to get back out on their life.
Mhm.
Well, Julio's cousin Luis gets out of prison and they are trying to reform him. He is one of the gang members that they're trying to reform, and he gives his cousin hell. He messes with Julio from start to finish, from sun up to sundown. He lives to torture his cousin, and I'm for it. I'm totally for it. The reason I watched it was because I have an older brother. He's 4 years older than I am. And in a former life, he was a narc undercover. And
All right. Here, there's that little tidbit.
and now I drop that. Well, I don't think I can say the real name he used. So I'll just say he used Jose. I don't, that's not the real name he used, but he went by Jose and he looked head to toe like he was from South Central LA or East LA.
Oh.
Spoke it, looked it, dirty. It was start to finish, homeboy, this fool. And he would say shit like this fool. Oh,
I know.
Like,
so was Julio, who was the guy? I guess, was it Julio that got, this is how far I made it, to where they got into a gang fight. And they went to all their friends' house and like nobody could fucking fight because they're too damn old. Like, I was like, I'm out. Like that did it for me. I was done. Like, of course, like, come on.
That's the fucking highest form of comedy. What if I went right now and gathered all my people and like, fuck it, let's go. This girl wants to whip my ass. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's meet in the courtyard. Who am I going to go gather?
Me.
And
me.
Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. And your ass is about crippled. So we look like
I'm good.
I swear to God, we look like Julio and Luis rolling up in here. I mean, picking up toddlers. He picked up the one toddler that was the tap dancer.
Yeah.
He
God.
was getting ready to do a West Side Story fight.
I can't.
That shit was funny.
I mean, no.
Listen, it's super quick, guys. It is South Central LA humor. It is Hispanic humor. And I dig it, but it's not for everybody. But it is on Hulu, quick short watch if you want to. I liked it. So, because I haven't really been watching The Housewives any. I can keep up with everything on Twitter. These bitches are so messy.
I have kept up with Beverly Hills. I've not kept up with Atlanta. So Beverly Hills is the one that I'm up to date on.
Okay, so Atlanta, basically, Sheree had her She by Sheree fashion show. And you've seen any of the comparison photos between her and Shein?
Yes, I have. Yesterday.
Identical.
I was like, what? And I thought
identical.
I thought that's where she was selling them. Like, and did you see like Kenya Moore posted like hashtag she, what's her name?
She by Sheree? Shein by Sheree? Yes.
Shein by, I'm like, oh my God, that is so terrible.
And she's selling her shit for like $138 an outfit, the one gray outfit that keeps going around.
Yeah.
And you get on Shein for $6. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. They've been dragging.
Because it's plain.
They're dragging Sheree's ass.
Basically, you make t-shirts. You know what I mean? You make t-shirts. Yeah. You don't order them and say, well, here's your t-shirt. You know what I mean? That's basically what they did. They ordered from a bulk, wherever you buy, for clothing.
Shein.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Well, there you go. Yes.
Use a free shipping and charge everybody to ship it out. But her website crashed the first day.
Oh, I know.
She needs to let it go. Just God, let it go. You're not meant to be that queen. And then
she tries so hard.
Lisa Rinna and the bots. Have you heard about this situation where she accused Diana from Beverly Hills of hiring bots to go after girl sales kids and shit?
No.
Okay.
See, this is like when you were sending me this, I was, and that's why I tried to catch up on it because I thought it was going to be on the show, and it's not.
Okay, so Rinna says they're not going to talk about it because this is happening right now.
This is your Twitter that you're reading.
This is live from the Twittergram.
Okay, got it.
They said what has happened is that Lisa Rinna she accused Kathy and she accused Garcelle and Diana of. She thinks Kathy Hilton's a mastermind behind all of the bots to take away from whatever it is she's going to say in Aspen that's so tragically bad, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Has that already happened or not? I haven't seen it on the Twitter, so I doubt it's happened.
No, they're still in Aspen because Dorit's getting ready to go.
Jesus Christ.
I did see where Dorit leaves.
They've been in fucking Aspen for like 6 weeks. It's been a hot minute in Aspen.
That's how they did that with Salt Lake. They did the same thing. I was like 4 weeks long. I'm like, damn, wrap it up, man.
So word on the curb is that Lisa Rinna was offered a Christmas special like Kyle was last year.
For
I don't know if you
what?
ever saw, just on Bravo, like a little Christmas frenzy,
Oh,
Christmas special, or it may have been on damn
like to show their
Lifetime or something
house
like
and
that.
something. To show their house
Yeah,
or something.
kind
Oh,
of
okay.
something like that, like a little
Okay.
Christmas special.
Right.
Well, they had offered it to Lisa Rinna, but after she pulled all this shit, they pulled the offer and gave it to Garcelle.
What?
Yeah,
Like I
I
don't.
read that on the Twitter today.
I don't
Oof,
know
messy.
would I watch Garcelle though? Like
I'm
definitely
not
watch.
gonna watch any of them on a Christmas
I
special.
think I did watch
No,
Kyle. I think I watched Kyle. I think I watched a little. I think I remember that.
nah, I'm dipping. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do shit with them for Christmas.
But that's weird. I don't know why not Erica. Like why not somebody who has the drama? You know what I
I don't
mean?
know.
But
I
I
don't
guess
know.
because it's Christmas time and they want to make it all merry and bright.
So Diane also went publicly said after watching last week's show, she didn't know anything about these air victims' tragedy that Tom Girardi was accused of withholding their money. She had no idea until now. She donated $100,000 to the victims today. And Erica, like her response to that exact post was a bunch of hearts across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Then she went on other people's Twitter pages and started dragging the bitch, talking about this is fake. She knew about this shit last year.
Yeah, like how do you miss the
All,
news?
she didn't know this until now. Like it's
Wasn't
all
she
fake.
on the show last year? Like
Trying to get it. They're just saying she's just solely doing it to get attention. Either way, the victims get some of their money back because fucking Erica Jane ain't giving them shit.
no, did you hear him talking about the earrings? That was the big topic at
I
Aspen.
mean,
They're like, why wouldn't she just give them back? And I think that's when Diana said because I guess the 100,000 because those earrings she had are like 750,000 or something.
That's why
Insane.
she made, I guess, the $100,000 donation.
Yeah. So that's the one. That's the most recent episode that I've watched.
And we did talk a couple weeks ago. Found this on the tweeters too. We did talk a couple weeks ago about how good looking Garcelle's son Oliver is.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, fine. Apparently, we're not the only one that thinks so.
They got him on the tweets.
Oh, he hooked up with Raquel, DJ James Young's.
Okay, hold on.
James Kennedy. What's his name? James Kennedy.
Yeah, is he going? Yeah, James. But hello, is Garcelle's son going to go over to Vanderpump?
He already works there.
Oh,
he just hasn't been featured on any of the shows.
Oh,
well,
I get. Please say yes.
I know, right? But also Raquel and Tom. Okay, which one's Schwartz and which one's Schwartz was married to Katie?
Yes, Sandy or Sandoval is with what's her face?
Yeah. Okay, Schwartz and
Ariana.
Raquel. They said they hooked up at what's homegirl that wears the cheated on with? She's the waitress. What's her fucking name?
At Vanderpump Rules or at
Sheena Shea. They hooked up at Sheena Shea's wedding.
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
Raquel's been busy. I didn't see Raquel trying to come through.
I mean, I
think Raquel.
I think she's trying to live her life. You know what I mean? Like
Good on her.
She was super young when she met James, and she was tied down.
Yeah, good on her.
Yeah.
All right. What else? What else we got?
Well, we do have some questions for the week.
Oh, hit me.
Okay, so we do have one. Well, this one came from you. We got the first. You're the first caller.
first time caller, long time listener.
That's right. You're a P1.
Yay!
All right. So, what was the first album you bought?
Okay, the first album I bought with my own money was not an album. It was a cassette. It was Dirty Deeds.
Mine was cassette too. Yep. Okay.
By AC/DC. But the first album I got. Hell yeah, Abby.
Right.
The first album I ever got, my mom and dad got me the Buddy Holly album because I was obsessed with the movie Stand By Me with River Phoenix. And the reason I asked this question is because I'm watching that Welcome to Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds buying the soccer team.
Oh, yeah. I have not been able to get it.
So that's mine and Wilkie's guilty pleasure. We sit together and watch it. what we've got.
Look, I would. If T told me he would watch fucking Rugrats right now, I would watch that just because
I'd be up in some iCarly right
that's
now.
like we had This Is Us. That's what we had together, and that's over now. So I was like, I need something come out that looks good to both of us that he watched. Like, that was our thing. Anyway, sorry.
Well, so Welcome to Wrexham is ours, and it opens with a song from Buddy Holly. So that's what made me think. I was like, this is my first album. I got it for Christmas. No. What was yours?
Well, mine was Hanging Tough.
God, you're so young.
That was my first cassette. That's the one I bought with my own money. I'll never forget going to Crabtree and buying it.
Were CDs out then?
No, I still cassette because right when I got my license, you could either get cassette CD or just have both. Anyways. Okay,
you book? Yeah, you book.
Huh?
You had your big book while your CDs in it. Or did you have your shit on the visor? Stack them up on the visor?
No. The visor shit pissed me. Like that's a trigger
drove me
for
bananas.
Me too. And I'm like, you're driving, like trying to go. No.
A fucking disco ball. First of all, when the sun hits it, it's like a disco ball up there.
Yeah, no.
And you trying to lock it in, and then you got to pull them out and look. It is a 1,000 wonders that I didn't total every fucking vehicle I had. Oh my God,
because you were flipping through those pages.
With that my binder was like this.
Oh, I know. I had
shit. Like break a shoulder trying to get it to the back.
I had two. Let me tell you a story.
Oh, not two.
So my first trip to Oregon.
Jeff's dad is from Oregon. Her father's, her husband's father is in Oregon.
My father-in-law. So actually, they're flying in tomorrow at 6. But anyways, we were in Oregon visiting, and at this time, Jeff and I were not married. I was 19 years old.
Okay.
Quest came along that trip.
Wait, say it again because you hit your microphone and we couldn't hear what you said. You were in Oregon?
Yes, we went to Oregon. What were we talking about?
You said I got to tell you a story about CD books.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. Okay, hello.
I got you back focused. Okay. Hey, welcome to Shapes and Shade.
Hello, TikTok. No, so I went to Oregon. Because I'm still living at my parents' house, and my mom calls me and tells me she left my car door unlocked. My car was broken into. Everything was taken.
Stop. They got both CD books.
They took my stereo that I had in there out of my car.
Did you have one of the removable face kind?
Yeah, where you flip it down. Yeah. Gone. So my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so it was so like it." And so Jeff's dad was so sweet. He had a CD book he was going through and was giving me music that was my age that he had for some reason had. It was so sweet. But anyways,
that is so sweet.
That's my story about those CD books, because it's actually a nightmare because I had so many.
That's a lot of money, dude. Do you remember when it first came out that iTunes and you had to buy the songs for 99 cents, then you had to download all your CDs. I remember, I wish I knew how long it took Robert Bivens to download all of those, because he had 10,000 CDs at one point in time on Apple.
And you're saying now they're on his iPod, or no?
Now you can. I mean, who the hell was listening to my bought music?
Right, legit. Yeah, nobody.
All right, what's the next question?
This next question is from Shawner.
What's up, Shawner?
Shout out to Sean. What is a memory that comes up that you can't stop laughing about?
Okay. So
I got a paragraph about this.
You do? Oh, okay. So I have 2, and it's anytime I hear noted, when somebody says noted, shit makes me laugh, because I will never forget the first time you got mad as hell. I don't remember what it was about. All I remember is somebody said something and you dead ass said noted.
Oh, I do.
And and
then I walk away.
I had never heard that used before, ever. But it is my period.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So when I say that, I'm fucking done. Don't talk to me. If I walk away, when I say noted, do not follow.
Move along, bitch.
Right. Do not follow. Do not follow me. Do not try to apologize to me. You better give me a minute.
All right. So my second one is the word, you know what I'm saying, established.
Yep.
Okay. This is another little tidbit from you.
Mm-hmm.
I remember walking down the road. We were leaving the Zents in Nightdale, walking to your house after a cookout or something.
Yeah, fire.
And we were talking about, we were blessed. We knew we were blessed. We had good, you know, I had just had Wilkie. We had good kids. We were going in. We were just talking about how blessed we were. And you said, you know, it's nice to be established.
But it is. I mean, at 20, I have to say that I was like 23, 24 years old. You know, I mean, not a lot of people
you were.
that.
No, I know you were. And you've never rented. You've always owned your own. Listen, I give you props. You busted your ass.
I know when I said it, it was like, okay, bitch.
But to
down.
hear you say, fuck it, just established, that's my go-to now.
Oh, I know.
Instead of I'm rich, bitch, it's established.
It is because it's
established.
Yes, I've made it. If I'm established, I mean, just saying.
It's goals.
Right.
So even sometimes, like when I pass old buildings and it says established, I giggle. So those are my two memories I always laugh at.
Those are your two memories you always laugh at. Mine, we've already talked about. Well, actually, I have a couple. So mine that I've always talked about is the Charleston trip where you yelled, I woke up the next morning when the table was broke and you was like, Angie, that was
so pissed.
Like that one makes me like that whole thing makes me laugh. But one of the other ones that makes me laugh is when we were on the cruise and we went down to the Bahamas and like Half Moon Bay and all of this. And there is, I think we've talked about this as well.
I know exactly what you're getting ready to say.
There's a casino on the boat. So that's where we spend a lot of our time.
Okay. That's the only damn reason we were on the boat. Tell the truth.
That's very true. That's very true. Yes. So anyways, I was that night, you had gone to bed and I was with John's girlfriend that night. So I was just going around and put my card in play and she's like, oh my God, you got to stop. You're up. I'm like, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to hit here. Like, I mean, I could not miss. I was going literally from slot machine to slot machine and she was so nervous, Nellie. I was like, okay, if Amy was here, she'd be rooting me on.
All right. She shit when we sat down and put a 20 in a machine. Oh, I know. So let's calm down.
Yeah, but
we would spend that on a fucking roll. But like she acted like,
But I did do it on a roll and she's like, oh my God, why are you doing like that?
Just die.
Because so anyhow, I gambled a lot and we didn't stay up late any of the night. No, oh gosh. Okay.
I'm sorry. I keep having to lean down. Y'all, this is my Dobby. If you can see us on YouTube.
So anyways, the next morning I had done very well at the casino the night. We had gone on our little excursion. We come back and we're getting ready to take a shower.
Yes.
I had warm cookies on my bed and a note from them about, I still have it, but I don't know exactly what it says, but basically.
I still have it on my phone.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
You sent me multiple pictures as well as rubbed them in my face.
And then I left the room because I knew I was taking a shower, but I was like, I don't care if they are or not. I'm knocking on the door. Bobby came to the door. I was like, does Amy want a cookie? Because the showers are right there at the front. Bitch. And you're like, fuck off. Like you just yelled at me. You're like, just get out. But you came over for a cookie later, so it didn't really matter.
I got me one of them warm chocolate churros.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Oh my God. Yeah. That shit pissed me off. And can we just say that I hit the rest of the time on the damn trip? I never got a fucking cookie, not a single cookie.
I kept hitting too. I didn't lose.
You still get postcards from them.
Well, I do. You're right.
That's some bullshit. Is what it is.
I mean, I basically paid for our cruise and more, like what Jeff lost in gambling. Like, I mean, then I hit the 3-card poker. That was over after that. Right. You know what I mean? Anyway,
let me get hot one time on 3
but
cards.
I got to talk about one funny time. It was not funny at the time, but now it is hilarious. When we went to Carolina Beach, I think the kids were all young. Wilkie was young. Yes, you definitely had Wilkie.
Mm-hmm.
The boys were young. We went to Carolina Beach, and you had a 4-wheel drive, so we could drive on the beach. But we got a room at a hotel, so
Mm-hmm.
we drove on the beach. We got into some candies or something that.
Oh no. Okay. No, we didn't. No. We didn't get in some candies. No. What happened was I had an ailment, and I asked you. You got anything? It was either I had a headache or my back was hurting or my feet were hurting. It was one of those things. And I said, have you got anything? You're like, yeah, I got something. You reach into your little Heath Ledger bag. You come out and now take the story from there.
Okay, so you took you took probably my dose. I should always say is higher than what the average person should take,
Uh-huh.
right? So you
Yeah,
took,
like an elephant. Yeah.
oh fuck off. No. So anyways, you proceed
I need
to
a
take,
baby aspirin.
you proceed to take a whole one of whatever I gave you. So we're doing good. We're still fishing. We're not catching anything on the beach. We're like, okay, let's go up to the dock.
Yeah.
So we go up to the dock, we get our poles, we're out there, we actually have beer or something in our cooler, we crack those open.
Yeah.
We don't even go down very far like we usually do. We kind of stop like right there.
It was packed.
It was. So we were like kind of right there. It was deep enough to catch something, but also you might get up on, drawn up on with the waves.
Right.
So I cast, you cast, and the next thing I know, you're laying your head down on the edge of the pier, and I'm like, edge of the pier rail, and I'm like, Amy, what? You can't speak at this point. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what's going on, and so I see.
I don't think I was talking. I think it was drool.
It was drool. It was something. I think somehow your reel was back in. I don't know if I did that. I don't know who. It happened all so fast.
Yes.
Well, then one of the reels, I don't know which one, started catching something. And I'm like, holy shit. So I'm trying to reel it in. I get it up there. I was like, I don't see it. So I thought I was caught up under, like when we get caught on the
pilings.
Pier. Yeah, the pier. So no, homeboy comes over. I don't know. Spider-Man,
motherfucker.
Batman, Joe. I don't know who you are. Invisible Man came over. It was what was a shell crab?
A horseshoe crab.
A horseshoe crab.
One of the ones with the hard brown backs.
I don't even know how.
Yeah,
I don't know how we called it. I just know it was coming up, and
Right.
I know this guy came over with gloves, clip gone. I mean, it was all. I swear, 2.5 seconds or less.
and
it would happen so quick.
he cut the barb stinger off. It
He
was like,
did.
it was
And you were like this, and you actually had like one bow about because I was like Amy, and I don't know if I was. I think I was. I don't know if I was silent or if I was yelling. I don't know what I was doing, but I know that you were kind of looking at what was going on.
All right, so
It was
Okay.
just a lot happened all at once, and I'm like, what the hell?
so we are actually like legit fishermen. Like we know how to do it. We
Right.
can take shit off of our lines. We can
Follow
cast
Beach is
our
one of our
lines.
favorite places to go.
Right. We can bait a hook. We can do anything.
Yeah.
We've caught sharks up to 6 foot long. I mean, like,
Gosh.
it's not a big deal for us. We
Mm-mm.
enjoy that shit, and we're not like freaking out. Well,
And we hold them, and we unhook them too.
we do. We take the hooks out. We like to kiss them. We like to take photos with them.
Mhm.
Well, I'm telling y'all, when Spider-Man jumped, this motherfucker went so quick. I didn't know what happened. And then I got mad because he cut the barb off and threw him back over. And I'm like trying
Like,
to
how is he going to protect himself now?
I'm like telling the guys, like, he can't defend himself. Like, as Drew.
You don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
I don't know what happened. Listen, I really don't know.
That kind of actually woke you up because you kind of
Yeah.
finally sat up and you kind of came back too. You know what I mean? You like it was like
I was
almost.
like, what?
It was like an aha
What?
moment. Like, thank God that happened because I was talking to you that entire, I don't know how long it happened. I felt like it took forever, but then
Ugh.
he came in and snipped it all off. But I didn't know what to do. I had two reels. I didn't know what to do. Anyway,
Thomas, settle down.
then we
It
went.
was a little bit like NASCAR.
No, we went to McDonald's afterwards and ate
did.
our quarter pounder with cheese. Sat on the edge of the pool and ate the shit out of it and laughed. We laughed so hard. About
And
what?
every time we see a horseshoe crab to
Yeah, we're
this
like,
day, we giggle.
or the word crab, anything about it. Like,
Crab,
yeah, it makes,
anything.
because we
It's
don't normally
funny.
see a horseshoe crab. We were just at Folly
Mm-mm.
Beach, and that, no, we were Carolina Beach. Yeah,
We're at
no,
Carolina Beach,
yeah.
yeah.
So
And
anyway,
we've seen Wilkie saw one, remember? I got a picture of her like holding
oh
one up in the
yeah,
water because that shit
and
made me laugh so hard. God,
that's
man,
when
that's
she was
funny.
little. Yeah,
It was like a NASCAR pit crew changing tires. How quick that dude did
right,
it and got it
right.
gone.
Oh yeah, it
But
was so fast.
the part that kind of shocked us was that it came out of nowhere. But second of all, don't be touching our shit. Like that was the
Right,
part that you were
right.
like, don't be touching our shit. That's my stuff. And I can't like get the words out because
No,
again, you've done this to me to be able to be
okay.
like, bitch, you better back up.
I think you might have snuck it and took a couple extra. I don't
Mm,
know. Just
no, that
you
went,
thought
God
that went
knows.
so quick.
Yeah.
Whew, that was rough.
Shit. That was
So okay,
rough.
that was. I mean, it doesn't sound funny saying it out loud, but it's funny to us. I mean, that's like our
Funny to
inside.
us.
It's hilarious. Like we
Yeah.
died laughing by the pool that night. Okay, but I do have to say we're talking about Wilkie and how this note that you had her hold that up.
Oh
So
yeah.
we were talking. I went over to the girls' house this week, and we were talking because one of the girls is old enough to have guys, boyfriends, whatever. And
Okay.
a guy came over and like, how do you expect a guy to act when you have a girl? And I
Hmm.
was thinking about it. I was like, well, I would expect how my boys act now towards you or towards other adults. Like I would expect them to act
Yeah.
that way.
I
So
see that.
then, but then I was like, I would ask, and I said, so like you have a girl. What if you had a boy? How would you react when a girl came over? How would you expect her to act?
Okay. First of all, I don't know that. Mm-mm. Back up. What now? No, I'm not ready for this. I'm
Why?
not ready. Well, because my dad. Okay, my first date
Uh-huh.
was to a church softball game that my dad let me ride home with him. I didn't ride to it. I had to ride with my dad, who
Mm-hmm.
was also on my date with me at the church
Right.
softball game. But I got to ride home with him. But my dad was right behind us. So boys weren't really allowed at my house, like the front porch.
No,
And
mine either. Mm-mm.
and my dad would tell them
And
when to
boys,
go.
I could not call boys either.
Oh shit! Really?
I could not call boys. They had to call me.
Whoa.
Strict,
Okay.
strict up in the saddler, hizzy. Strict.
Damn.
Oh yeah, they had to call me.
Now, what was your curfew?
I really didn't have one because Jeff, my husband now, was my
What kind
boy.
of bullshit is that?
Was my brother's best friend who was almost 2 years older
Sure.
than me.
Yeah.
So I got to hang. If John's curfew was usually 12, 1 o'clock. So that
Do not say your household was strict to me. My curfew was 10 o'clock. I was 18. They moved it to 11.
Oh, I think 12 is the latest. No, except like
Oh.
prom. Prom night was later, but no, I say midnight. Midnight because they're like nothing good happens after
Good
midnight.
happens out.
So
I can
would
see
say
that.
I would say midnight. I don't want to say 1 o'clock. I think a couple times we had to call because we got lost. Not like for real lost. Like this is before like
Hit traffic.
No. We
Oh,
for legit got
lost.
lost. Like we were on like 440 and we didn't know. We don't have Waze. We don't
Okay.
have
True.
so we headed out. We ended up
Bitch
in
back in the day.
Apex. And Apex won't even build up then. It was like fucking
Nothing but
woods.
fields.
We had to stop on the corner and call on a payphone to my dad and say, we're going to be late. We're on US 1. How do we get home?
No shit. Come get me.
was-
Just
right, it
pull
was
over.
so
Come
bad.
get me.
It was
I'm
so
out.
bad. Well, I was with my brother, so I wasn't like, if I
That's
would have been by
good.
myself, that would have been over. But yes, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, I knew my brother had a later curfew, but like I said, he was 4 years older and mine
Yeah.
was younger. And I don't know that he had a lot of girls come over. He would mainly go to their houses, but because he was a boy. So that's why I would think if I had a boy, I would anticipate him going to the girl's house, not the girl coming over here.
I see that, and you're like, oh, that's not good.
No, so
But,
that life.
but eventually, when she does, like you do have family stuff that goes on, and they bring their girlfriend. That's what I'm saying. Not like just when they first meet. I'm saying when she finally is or he is finally interested.
They will be fine downstairs where I can see everything they do on my
But
security cameras.
how do you want him to treat you? You know what I mean? Like, how do you expect him to walk in and talk to you? Like my boys come in
with flowers and hug my neck and
so like on The Bachelor.
better come in like your
champagne.
Best impression, first impression every time.
Right. I agree.
No, I don't want a little Eddie Haskell motherfucker. I want I want somebody that's honest, that's respectful. And I don't mind if they joke. I mean, you know how I am. Like I like to pick, and if you don't pick back, I tend to
kind of shy away from it.
I do, because I'm like, you don't do. I know.
I don't know if I'm gonna vibe with you.
I'm not your type.
Yeah. When's he gonna leave so we can talk about this?
So yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. She's ready to bring anybody around us, and I've asked her before. I was like, "How are you gonna do that?" She's like, "I'm not."
I think so. No, I think Tristan plays the field on purpose. Well, first, he doesn't want to be locked down. That's his number one.
He's got goals. He's got his goals. He's got his progression in his order. He shouldn't be wrapped up.
He also has his 10-year plan, so I'm waiting for that to start to happen. School is happening, so that's part of the beginning. He's only 20, so we're only 2 years in.
We're fine.
I don't want to wish time.
Plenty of time.
I don't want to wish time away, but I do. I'm just ready for it. But so I don't know. We're just
I don't. I think. So we had did y'all have when Jeff come over, did y'all have a closed door policy in your bedrooms? Like, no boy was ever allowed in my bedroom. Okay. So it won't close in your door, open your door, none of that bullshit. It just, that motherfucker won't nowhere near my room. My dad would have just exploded.
Well, you sound more strict than I did, because we had like the split level house. So my brother had the bottom where there was another living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom. So my brother had that whole downstairs, and I would just go down there and hang out.
That's gangster. He had like his own apartment in high school?
Right. Oh, yeah. But if my mom opened the door and was like,
"What are y'all doing? Let me bring some snacks."
No. She would never offer that. She would call down for us to bring her the remote. That's how my mom rolled. She was.
I'm going to be in there every 5 minutes getting snacks
she called down. If we said what, she'd be like, "Excuse me."
And you get your ass handed to you.
She was like, and I was like, "Ma'am." She was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." Like, oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. I shouldn't tell this, but I'm gonna tell it. I watched my damn daddy slap a 16-year-old. He was probably between 16 to 18. I'm going to say he was 18 just so we don't catch no charges. Time has passed. We're past the time. So I don't feel like he can do anything. But because they were in our backyard and we had a plum tree and they were picking plums, throwing plums and like at each other. But the plums would go all over our yard, and it was a pain in the ass to cut the grass. Was it a big deal? No, but it turned into it real quick, because my mom goes to the back window and is like, "Stop throwing the plums, get out my yard." They called her a bitch. She told my daddy. My daddy come home from work, and they had
TikTok going around then.
Right. So we lived at the T at the intersection.
Right.
And we were literally the house at the end of the street. So he could see their house. They got in the car and came out. My dad waited. He stood right there. He went to the car. So I don't know what they said to him, and I don't know what he said to them, but I know he slapped the shit out of one of them. And they came back in the house. My mom started crying. Like, "We're going to jail." But
oh my God.
Back then you could get away with stuff like that when you were disrespectful to adults. And he was disrespectful to some adults. So I'm not condoning it. And if that was my child, we'd be in a different situation. But
I agree.
I'm just saying that's what kind of household I ran in.
Yeah. So back to what household we're in now. So your daughter asked you, Wilkie said, what? Again, can you repeat? Because we started out with that and we went off on a tangent. Okay. So let's circle back around. No, I know we both had stories about this.
ADHD like a motherfucker,
right?
I keep looking at my damn bangs. They look like they're just stuck to my head. I'm sorry.
Like we were supposed to record yesterday. My hair was going to be down. That would have been the first time ever.
Right,
But
it looks
nope,
so good. And then
got
today
the
it's like
got
just a
the.
fucking haggard mess.
Well, you had just
Um,
had your hair done, so
right. So yesterday or last week, we are getting ready to record, and I go into Wilkie's room and have to let her know I'm getting ready to record. And she says, "Is it okay if I shut the door?" And
mm-hmm.
I said, "Yeah, like what do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, I didn't know some people have door policies in their house." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, I know a lot of people that have a door policy." And I was like you can't have it closed? She's like, "Yeah, because you," I was like, "Well, what the hell are you doing in your room with your door closed that you're getting in trouble for?" She's like, "People take doors off the hinges, Mom." I was like, "That's excessive. Like, I'm, first of all, what the fuck you in there doing? I'm going to have to take the door off the hinges."
Right.
Second of all, you're watching Star Wars,
Right.
player. Go ahead and shut your door. I'm safe.
Like we're all under the same profile. I can see what you're doing. I can go into yours and see what you're doing.
I'm fine.
Yeah. I agree.
It's okay.
I
yeah.
like that. That surprises me. Like she even thought that she had to keep it open just because of like.
Well, let me tell you, I regret telling her no, she could close it because the bitch has been shut since. I think it's been 2 weeks. We're going on our second week. Yeah. Door shut. Every time I walk by, door shut.
Good for her. Oh, because you're nosy. I forgot.
Yeah. Duh.
I know. Well,
it's called parenting, Angie. It's not called being nosy.
It's funny because Jeff knocks on the boys' doors before he goes in, and I just fucking walk in. I'm like, "They don't pay rent here. This is mine. I walk in when I want."
Bitch,
right? You better, Mom. You better know because
listen, I knock for 45. I'll be standing there like penny. Like I'd be knocking on some damn doors. I ain't walking in on her. I don't want the wrath. I do not want the wrath because if she's asleep or if she's doing something I don't, which,
what's funny
on the
is
phone or whatever, she'll be getting in trouble.
I walk in Quest and he walks up because, his closet is his office.
He's in his office.
He jumps up real quick and does his headphones. He's like, hey, Mom. I'm like, why can't I come in and see like what's going on?
Because he's yelling. Yeah, because
he's supposed to be
gaming,
but he's not. I mean,
because he's in there gaming on his computer.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
talking shit.
Yeah, and he can click something on here to make it like muted. It drives me nuts. So
drives you nuts.
It drives me insane.
All right, so what's your obsession for the week?
My obsession is my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Only reason is because my mom and dad are moving because I told you last week they sold my grandmother's house. Mm-hmm. So they have this gorgeous teal chair. Did I even take a picture and send to you? I don't think I did.
You FaceTime so I could see it because I had also picked out a chair.
The white one.
No, I had picked out the teal one first, but you said, "Yeah, I get that for you," and then it turned into no. You said
it
was the white chair first. I was like, I dig that teal one. And then you're like, oh, I do dig that teal one. I could replace, because you said you could replace Jeff's green chair with that white chair.
Did, but then I was like, no, because I wanted to do
because they eat on the autumn, and then you want to do navy. Yeah,
I want to do navy white. But then you were like, you should get the teal for the corner of your bedroom and set up like
I'm selfless.
Lamp. You are, but if you want it, I'm gonna have it here. If I don't like it, you can have it either way. I will let you have first dibs on it, but it's coming back to North Carolina.
I got other stuff. I'm good.
But I think so. My obsession is finding how I want to decorate this room.
How many comforters do you currently have on hold or in a cart?
I actually found one. And it was
just
on Amazon.
One?
I did. And it was only when I was in Virginia, so I have not looked since.
Okay. I'm shocked.
I am too, because I don't know if I want to do, because I can't do an all white comforter. You know what I mean? Like, and then do like a bunch of.
It's hard.
It's so dirty. It's so
but it's so pretty. But clean. You're going to be washing it every 2 days.
I know, and I can't.
Because when I tried to do that, it just drove me
I remember
bananas.
That. Yeah. So it
drove me bananas.
Find something. So first of all, I have a 30-pound heavy blanket that I have to have, but it goes under the comforter. So you can't even see it, but it's folded over because Jeff wants no part of it. So I got like 60 pounds.
Yeah. A 60-pound weighted blanket. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
And I weigh 132, so it's I feel great. Like I double it up on my chest and it just weighs me down. I feel so good. So anyways, back to my obsession.
What anxiety? No anxiety.
So what you see behind me, like the navy and white,
love that.
I want to move downstairs, which is funny because one of my neighbors, which is one of my friends, she has this in her kitchen over her.
Oh.
She can see her backyard. I can't. Mine's not designed that way, but she has it hanging in her kitchen. And I was like, because I want to change my downstairs to all navy and white.
Cute. Yeah.
So anyways,
navy is just so classy. And you really are on a navy kick.
I am.
Car, house.
You're right. I know I am. Navy is my big obsession. Everything Navy. But I get it. I'm moving to teal, sienna. But you know, like this is what my think is, and I want to tell you this real quick, and then we can talk about this later. But the curtains I took down from downstairs that my mom made that I love so much, the bright colors, like kind of like to be the happy place in here. And I feel like the colors, and I feel like that chair would
match perfect.
But then my dilemma is, what kind of comforter you get? It's got to be solid.
It's got to be a solid. Or you could get away if you could find something with stripes with those colors in it. You could get away with that as well. But
you think stripes? I don't even.
It depends. It would have to be a thin.
Talk about, okay, we'll talk about this later.
You talk about offline. Talking about back end.
Yes. Well, yeah. We'll talk about this later when this is not nobody cares about what I want to do. But anyways, that's my obsession.
Talk about Angie's bedroom.
No, they do not. But I do.
I want to take Suri's bedroom away from her and turn it into a podcast studio for us. That's what I really want to do.
I need Behooves to get on that train for that.
I know. But my obsession of this week is another YouTube show, because just fuck TV. I'm straight on YouTube.
I thought you said it first.
Did I? Police Off the Cuff?
Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, never mind.
No. So I've been watching, that's okay. I've been watching Police Off the Cuff on YouTube because, all right, this weekend there was a young mom in Memphis that was kidnapped and murdered. And I have a good friend who is a comedian. Her name is Jill Maragos, and she lives in Memphis. And she is a comedian, and I have seen her after shows when people come up to her and want her autograph and take pictors. And I'm concerned she's going to get snatched. So when this chick got snatched in Memphis, I immediately had to
did a deep dive into that.
I had to get on this shit. Timeline the fuck out of this. Well, luckily for me, that Police Off the Cuff on YouTube were all over top of it too. So they were able to, it's two retired NYC detectives. They are so laid back and chill. They're so knowledgeable. I love listening to them. They talk about, they went through this case a lot, and then they went through similarities in cases that they had previously worked. So I am digging that. And they're following some other ones. So just obsessed, and shout out to Police Off the Cuff on YouTube. That's my obsession of the week.
Okay. I got into YouTube for a bit, but I probably need to get back in. That sounds interesting. I want to see it. Have you, not to change the subject, but have you got any updates on emails? Did we get any confessions or obsessions or questions?
So funny you ask, and we can end it on this. So, yes, I did. We got a couple questions, mainly just from me and Shauna, shout out, but Starla did email us back, and it says, "Hi ladies, I can't believe I made it on your podcast. Thank you so much for sharing my insane story. The only update is we have not spoken since the brain tumor. I got spooked and I haven't reached out. When I looked more into his rap sheet, I found a domestic violence, and I just cannot see myself moving forward, even if it was in his past. Thanks again for the read and the shout out. If any more develops, you all will be the first to know. Ha ha. Your podcast has been a great outlet for me. Keep up the good work." So, maybe feel good.
Real name. Because when they,
I wish she would give us his name.
That's even more what we want. But even when the email comes across, you said it was like you can't tell, like it does. You know how usually it pops into somebody's
It's like
name?
some generic shit like yours, Angie _595929298994.
Well, mine is actually it's you.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. That was like my Yahoo way back in
No,
the
no.
day. And
I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying. Yes. I know.
That's what the shit comes through like.
Right.
So
And it doesn't turn into like somebody's name like it does at my job, like where we'll give your first and last.
right. And I just want to look him up. But I am glad with the domestic. Like I told you,
Right, yeah.
you don't fuck around with crazy, and
You don't want
it's
to. Yeah, you don't even
always somebody you know.
Yeah, don't put
Mm-mm.
yourself in that situation. Like I don't care how he was. Like if he treated you in the past or whatever he did at his
Doesn't
job,
matter.
whatever that,
Doesn't matter.
whatever. I can't even remember. She said they met at their job, right? Was it the job?
Yeah, they used to work together.
Yeah. So I don't like. So she probably didn't know him outside of that. It doesn't sound like, or you know what I mean. I don't know.
It didn't to me. I mean, it didn't. It sounded like they dated, but I don't know. Like
Or they got. You're right. They probably got to know each other on a personal level outside of work.
She said it was a while ago. So I don't know how old she is now versus how old she was then. Like, so did he not?
Right,
Were they
yeah.
young and he didn't have time to get a record?
Right.
Now he's
Okay,
got a record.
Starla, just give us a name. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just you can send it from a different
Listen.
email, and we'll just look it up and just assume.
Listen.
You know
those
allegedly.
services where you can pay like $19.99. I would do it. If she would just tell me his name.
Oh,
It's fine.
it's fine. No, I think that's it for today. I think we can end on Starla. Starla, give us a name. That's what we say.
I just love that. What if nobody else emails us anything else? I'm just going to start going on forums and just be like,
get a question and get their
hey,
answer.
is anybody else? What's anybody doing?
You're gonna go on Quora. That's what Jeff goes on.
I want to now. I'll probably go on Reddit and just steal the "Am I the asshole?" things. Come back in and talk about them. I've always been obsessed with that.
So good, yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, but anyways, yes, it's been a great week. It was a short week. I cannot believe.
Thank God.
I'm off all next week. I will be at the beach, so we will be recording from I will be recording from the Outer Banks. You've got to remind me to bring my headphone microphone because I will forget. You better you might as well just text Jeff and be like, man, can you just go ahead and pack? Right now, I should put it in the suitcase because I think
you should just go ahead and FedEx it to
FedEx
wherever you're staying.
I haven't got the address. Anyways, please follow us. Send us your question, your thoughts, email us, shampsandshadepodcast@gmail.com. You can learn more about us at www.shampsandshade.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, both at Shamps and Shade Podcast. We would love to like, subscribe, follow, anything you got. So, Amy, it's been great talking to you, and we will talk next week.
Okay, kitten. I'll see you later.
All right. Cheers, y'all.